Hello everyone, welcome back to OstrichTCG. My name is Daryl Fernandez, and to start things off, Orlando Regionals was a little bit more than a week ago, and I will give you guys my story about my Orlando run. I wouldn't say really soon, but probably sometime this summer. After this video, I'm going to start working on the Orlando video. And if you want to see how my run went, well, you could probably look me up on Limitless. I mean, I said my name like every video as my first name, so it shouldn't take too long to figure out where I am in the standings. Or two, you can just wait until I get the video out, which will probably be out this summer because school's been hell. Anyway, but I do want to talk about my friend Nick Chin. He played Dipplin to Orlando Regional, and not only did he make day 2 with Dipplin, but he was also the highest placing Dipplin at Orlando Regionals. And he actually reached out to me to make a video on his deck. And he actually reached out to me to make a video on his deck, which is absolutely insane to me. I've always had huge respect for Nick as a player. He's a local of mine. I've met him at Coliseum of Comics. I think he's appeared in at least one vlog before. Really cool guy. Really cool of him to reach out to me to test his deck. And since the last standard format with the G block is about to rotate permanently, as we can still play with it on Trader Trials and TCG Live, I thought we might as well give it a go. So, without further ado, let's get into the deck list. So fortunately, I do not have to go and generate a whole new image off of Limitless by just copy and pasting Nick's list, because he already sent me the image for the list. So hold on, I know you guys can see it right now, but I don't have it open on my end. Okay, there you go. So let's just take a look at the list. So basically the point of Festival Lead, from what I've seen, because I've played against Festival Lead a few times online, how Festival Lead works, you have Dipplin, the Pokemon right here, with the Festival Lead ability, hence the name of the deck. And how it works is that if you have the Stadium Festival Grounds in play, Dipplin is able to attack twice. And its attack is actually not that bad. Do the Wave does 20 damage for each of your benched Pokemon, meaning you can do up to 100 damage, which you're hitting most of the time because you usually want to have your bench really full, right? But the fact that Festival Grounds we don't really care about, it's not really that amazing. I think it has something to do with like preventing special conditions or something. We don't really care about that. But it's really just there so we can make sure we're attacking twice with Dipplin, because we effectively hit for 200 damage each turn. But if we happen to knock out something with the first attack, we can swing into something else with the second attack, which is up to the decision of our opponent what it is that we get the hit. But still, it's really good. Another important card in this deck is also Thwackey with the Boom Boom Groove ability, and it effectively works as a Stage 1 Pidgeot as long as you have a Pokemon with Festival Lead in the active, which we usually are going to have because we're mostly attacking with Dipplin, right? And unlike Pidgeot's ability, you can use multiple Thwackeys in a turn, so you're just able to set up a whole ton of combos by just Boom Boom Grooving for one card you need, Boom Boom Grooving for another card you need, and like I could give a few examples. Like for example, if you want to KO like a benched Fez, you can Boom Boom Groove once for boss, Boom Boom Groove again for maximum belt, attach the maximum belt boss, and then you just KO the Fez or whatever support Pokemon is just by attacking twice. So really strong combo. The main downside that's been for a while is that the fact that Applin, it has far less than 60 HP. Usually basic Pokemon of any sort want to have at least 70 HP so they're able to survive Phantom Dive, and Applin just isn't it. But with the release of cards like Psyduck, which while it doesn't prevent the spread from Dragapult, it does prevent your bench Thwackeys from getting Dusknoired, and that's really it. And with Shaman, which also helps with the Grimmsnarl matchup, because the Grimmsnarl matchup is actually a lot worse than you think, you know, Dipplin has gotten a little bit better. And this deck also happens to play the Sea King and Goldeen. They both have essentially the same attack, except one does more damage, and they both also have the Festival lead ability, so they're able to attack twice. So Seeking's attack, or actually Goldie and Seeking don't have the same attack. I'm stupid. But Seeking particularly, its attack, I can't read the name because of the big number, but it does 60 damage, and you're able to draw 2 cards each for using the attack. This attack would normally be bad, but again, because of the ability Festival lead, we effectively hit for 120 and draw 4 cards. And again, this damage can be increased with cards like Bright Bangle, which lets us do 30 more damage to our opponent's active Pokemon EX, Maximum Belt, which lets us hit 50 extra damage to our opponent's Pokemon EX, and Vitality Band, which just lets us hit an extra 10 damage. So Seeking can still hit for pretty good numbers again as well when we need to draw. Again, we're still mostly attacking with Dipplin if our hand size is pretty good. But yeah. Alright, we get to pick the coin flip again. We're gonna pick heads. I think we actually do want to go second, because that was actually a really strong start, just going second. So we're gonna go second. Hopefully Nick thinks I'm making proud decisions. I know Nick's gonna be watching this video. Nick, if you are watching this, hello. Wow, why am I cringe? That sounded like so bad. Like I was like, hello. Like that one scene in Home Alone, like where he's like with the weapon. He's just like he's pointing it at the guy and he's like, hello. And then like this harms him. I don't know what YouTube TOS will allow me to say. Also, speaking of TOS or something, I'm thinking that, so I recently started listening to this band, and I'm not going to name this band just yet, but some of you guys may have figured out by the music that should be playing in the background when I edit this video. But I started listening to this band, and apparently their music is not like copyright free. How do I explain that? Like, basically I'm not going to get flagged by YouTube, or if I get flagged, like, you know, I could protest it and the problem will be solved pretty quickly. Because apparently they like streamers and other content creators using their music, right? So I think from now on I'm going to start using their music in my videos. It's not that Pixabay is bad, but also like it, you know, these guys' songs are really good. I really like them. I've only been listening to them for a few weeks. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. I'll try it out for this video. You guys let me know down in the comments if you guys liked it or not. We see a Chikorita in the active, so it's probably going to be an Ogerpon deck. So we don't really want to put up Seeking, I think. So we're just going to stick with the regular Applin Grookey package. Yeah, we probably Lily. I don't want to use the research. One gripe that I do have about this list is that this doesn't have any supporter recovery. No Palpad. I'd really like to see Palpad. We do start the Goldie list. It's kind of buns. What does Pokepad get us? I think we say the Pokepad for next turn, but we could rip the Hatcher set now, see if we at least grab energy. No, but does grab us some more guys. So I think I'm going to grab these. Both of these. What else is in here? Okay, so Belt is in the deck, so if we need Belt, you know, it's there. Meganium has, I believe, 350, 360 HP. I might have to look that up. Alright. I think I'll just pass. Next turn, I can Thwackey for the air balloon if I need to. So that'd be pretty nice. I'm gonna need double Thwackey though. But we have Pokepad for the other Thwackey, so we should be fine. Okay, they use Dawn. Dawn probably gets the Ogerpon and then the rest of the Meganium line, I'd say. What is that? Lucky Helmet? You want to be drawing cards? Okay, I think that was right. Did they grab the Mega Meganium? Yeah, they did. Okay, 360. So, do some math real quick. A full build, okay, do the wave does 20 times for bench Pokemon. Crap, so not even with Belt. With Belt, we're only hitting 300, I think. So we're not going to be doing enough to KO Meganium, unfortunately. But they don't get the Forest, so we don't have to worry about that just yet. So we just evolve all our guys real quick. We get Thwackey, we get Grookey, Pokepad. I'm not going to play the Vitality Band just yet. We grab our other Thwackey. This deck's actually really easy to just pick up and play. Like, I've been So like, the thing is, since it's post-rotation in a normal ladder, right? I've been struggling to figure out what deck I'm going to play. I've been gravitating towards a few different decks. Not gravitating, but rather testing out a few different decks, right? I've been playing Decidueye. I've been playing that Dugong's Team Rocket Spite Up box that a few people have been posting about online. I've been playing. I just started playing Metagross box, like, and I'm trying to build an Archaludon list. Tried it out, see if that works. But like, you know, I haven't really been satisfied with the results of my testing just yet. Mostly because like all the decks I've played, they're really inconsistent for some reason. Like Decidueye, you need Vivillon and Decidueye to be able to play the game, because otherwise Decidueye just can't attack unless you get the one copy of Ignition Energy that's in the deck. I've tried running more, but like, it just hasn't been working. We do have Air Balloon in here, right? Okay, yeah. It's even worse with the Dewdrop box. Like, I mean, yeah, like all you need to get going is really to Spite Off some energy and discard and Dugong, but like, then like the attackers don't really do crazy much damage, right? You really have Ogerpon and Regice. Regice is really good just because of like the paralysis lock, but then like it's also, again, it takes a while to set up. If you don't get all your bright pieces in the hand and don't draw that well, you're gonna brick. Maybe I should put a little more faith in Dewdrop's box, particularly because it is not necessarily a turbo deck, but it does require a lot. So like, maybe it's a lot better than I think. I don't know, but it hasn't been super consistent for me. Oh, we don't have the stadium. Yeah, but I needed the energy though. If I had hit energy off of the bug catching set, I would have gotten the stadium. It's fine. We'll just hit for the 100. They'll get to draw 2 cards, but that's perfectly fine by me. But anyway, Metagross box, I'd only been playing with it for 2 days, but it just hasn't been consistent either. I've only won 1 game with it, and hold on. Well, the first few games I had been able to get set up properly. Like, a few other games have just been breaking bad. Maybe I'm being a little too impatient, because then again, I haven't been trying it for as long as the other decks. So, you know, I'm just trying to find the right deck for me right now, because after a Spatha rotated, and Ceruledge, I could play Ceruledge again. I will spoil that Ceruledge was the deck that I took to Orlando. But again, you guys can probably look that up if you guys are smart enough to do it. So, you know, I could play Ceruledge again, but Ceruledge is just not as strong as it used to be with Squawk rotating, with Research rotating. So I don't know. But you know, maybe I'm not having enough faith. All right, they got the rare candy, because of course they did. Wait, they're selecting cards from their hands, so they have both Meganium. Okay, so they're gonna get the KO on Dipplin here. We need. I should have attached the Vitality Band to like one of my bench guys, probably. But it's fine. We're gonna put Goldeen in the active. Do we bench the Applin? We don't bench the Applin. I don't think we do for sure. What we had the Festival Grounds, right? I need energy and I need Vitality Band. We don't even need the Maximum Belt just yet, because for sure Dipplin's gonna get KO'd, right? Let's grab. I mean, again, I could have just Lilied, or even Iono to thin down their hand. But I want to grab it now. Grab a whole ton of other stuff for next turn. Okay, Boom Boom Groove gets the energy. Attach a Dipplin. Would it be better to boss KO the Meganium? No, because I already attached the Vitality Band, so that's gonna be. I already have the Vitality Band, so like I'd just be getting punished if I did it to the Meganium, because like now what's the point of this stupid band? Once Iono them, put their prizes and what they got off their prizes and the rest of their hand to the bottom. While we get to draw some fresh new cards. Nice. We have the belt. Again, that's not going to be two-shotting. We're not going to be festival leading to KO Mega Meganium. But at the very least, we'll be doing enough damage that a boss for KO should be enough to kill it. So, you know, that would be good. Do the wave, we take 2 prizes. Let's see, do they hit the Mega Meganium, or are they even going to attack with the Mega Meganium? I feel like it'd be better for them to attack with the single prize Meganium, just because, well, I mean, why wouldn't you? You don't want to give us a 3 prize liability when we're literally 3 prizes away from winning the game. But I mean, you never know. Besides, they can't even... Wow, no Pokeball for them. But wait, Pokeball? Why are you playing Pokeball? I know what Pokeball does, but like, I almost never see anybody playing it. I think the last time I ever heard of anyone playing Pokeball was... I think back when Lugia V-Star was still in format, and I think Azul made like a video of playing Lugia with Pokeball, which was really funny to see. But you know, Pokeball's a cool card. It's like, it's just item Mesagoza for me. So you know. Okay, so they are keeping this Meganium active. They don't have what to attack with it. I'm assuming they're trying to get Mega Meganium and then just run me over. So what we're gonna do, first we're gonna attach here. I think I'm gonna grab Boom Boom Groove to grab Pokepad for Dipplin, so we can thin out our deck a lot. Because again, like, since we don't have a dedicated draw engine, even with search, like, if we get completely shut down, like, you know, you want to be thinning out as many deck cards as possible. You always want to thin out as many cards as possible, right? I think. Where's my Dipplin? Okay. No, right, we only run 3 Dipplin, right? Yeah, so it's... Nice, so we just wasted that for no reason. Sick. I guess I could grab the Rillaboom for later. And then we're just gonna grab Boss, KO the Chikorita. They're not gonna have Chikorita anymore. Wait, hold on. No, because it's only the... We're still gonna put damage on the Meganium. Right? Okay, we have Boss. Okay, put Festival Grounds in play. Boss's orders the Chikorita, so now they can't get the Mega unless they just draw into like the perfect combo. I don't want to evolve into Rillaboom yet. We're just gonna do the wave again. Oh, they just scoop! Nice! Really smooth 2 games with Dipplin. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. Final thoughts on the deck. I really do like the deck. It's a lot better than I imagined, which is funny because, like, first time I've ever played against this was back when I was on Regidrago, and I always thought that, while it was a cool deck, it was never really that good back then. But it's actually a lot better than I thought. And like thinking on it now, it could be pretty good into the upcoming meta, even into Dragapult, as long as it could tech, as it's still able to tech cards like side up. There's gonna be the new Patrat coming out that prevents it from Monkey Dory. So, like, you know, I really like where Dipplin's going. I think Dipplin could do some really good things upcoming. It's already done some great things in the hands of Nick and other players. I don't think I mentioned it before. I think I was just about to say it if I didn't left my thoughts. But Dipplin did get second at some special event or a regional. So, you know, I really like where Dipplin's going. I really do think that I will come back to this deck at some point. Maybe even make it my main deck if I really do like where it's going. I'm going to have to make a post-rotation list for Dipplin. But yeah. Really like Dipplin. Dipplin's a really cute Pokemon too. I mean, like, look at the face on this card. Like, it's amazing, right? But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below any decks or video ideas that you want me to do. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.